I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Set.
They run it with Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Switch.
Scott off the play fake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Well, the jet sweep, this is Godwin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw with Scott. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now it's Darnold. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Play action. It's Darnold. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is out quickly to the right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal, Dallas.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Falcons, nothing.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Scott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the gun, Scott. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Scott now throwing again on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now Scott throwing on 3rd and long. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Back to 60, back to 60. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
Running is Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Scott to throw on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Scott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Darnold on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From his own goal line, Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Cowboy 1st down.
Faking the give, Darnold taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 14 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, 45, come on.
Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Quick throw complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Falcons nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
You can't block me. And 58 is the mark. 458 is the mark. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check the backer. Check the backer. Hey, ready.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
Arnold's pass.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. 35's the mic. Stay with your man. Alert 3, alert 3.
Throwing to start the drive. Scott going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
15-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Scott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Scott to throw on 3rd down. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 29-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Scott. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Scott. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jacobs now, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw on 2nd down, Scott. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Falcons 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are looking good. A two-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off a game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Play brings up 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Brought down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
The Falcons take over first.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Scott. Throw left side complete. It's Alvarado. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Scott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw is Scott. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Falcons 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dawson Knox, 37 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 27, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Scott now, throwing on first down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
35 the night. Hey, I'm coming. I'm up. 70.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get them through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative